Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aries' highest good. How is Aries feeling in this third week of November 2025 with regards to what they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Aries is feeling, first of all. I'm just going to hide people that are writing silly stuff. It's not personal questions. Sorry, it's not personal questions. It's collective readings by zodiac sign. So you don't put in your questions in the chat, okay? They won't be answered if you do. The Magician upright, Aries. You feel like you've got all the tools to succeed. So the Magician has all 4 aces: the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and what have I missed out? The Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles will be like, the financial backing, whether you've been granted a loan, or you've been saving, or you've acquired more income, or you just have a good income. That would be the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords would be, planning, research, preparation, ability to communicate. The Ace of Wands would be enthusiasm, motivation, self-drive, desire, action, and confidence. The Ace of Cups would be patience, emotional intelligence, the patience to wait for the right time, forgiveness, maybe like skills of empathy. Thank you, Speranza Font. That's nice. That's a nice message. Yeah, you feel like you've got to succeed. That's good. And it looks like you have. It's not just a feeling, that you actually have, Aries. Right, we've got the Tower reversed. So we're trying to avert disaster, but I'm not sure why. The Tower, when it's upright, would be major change, okay? So a Tower moment example might be someone breaking up with you, or, work telling you, look, I'm really sorry to do this, but I've got to make your position, null and void, like you're being made redundant. Or a Tower moment could be someone telling you they're pregnant, and it wasn't planned. Like, it's some kind of like life's never going to be the same again. And obviously, sometimes things turn out to be good or for the better, but major change is never comfortable. Okay, it's a bit of a wild ride, and it doesn't feel comfortable. It feels different. We can't quite get our footing. It requires new routines to be built, and that takes time. So it can be daunting. Now, towers have to fall. At the moment, you're trying to stop a tower, but it's a major arcana, it's huge energy, and it's probably bigger than you. Okay, so best not to resist. What are you, Richie? Hi, Natalie. The Queen of Wands upright, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The Queen of Wands is someone who's confident, ambitious, fiery, assertive. They create goals, they go for them. They're prepared to kind of intimidate people a little bit, okay? They're not afraid. The Queen of Swords reversed, though. You could be doing something without the proper planning, or you're prepared to use communication that's harsh or block people, okay? Because this is a bit of a negative position, the way that it is. The Queen of Swords, when it's upright, is air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Swords are knowledge and communication. They're using intellect. Usually we use swords for justice, to make things fair or right or true, to serve the community. When swords are reversed, we could be wielding that sword in a way that's not good for other people. So we could be using harsh words, blunt words, you know, telling harsh truths, blocking people altogether. So that this is quite intimidating, to be honest, as an energy. It's like through sheer force of will, you try to control something and stop disaster. Let's see who's showing up in your energy. I don't do personal readings off questions that are put in the lives. If you want a personal reading that's private and it's just for you and you know it's about you and your person, definitely. It's £18, 18, which is really, really cheap, because I do like an hour-long reading and it's the same spread as what I do, you know, for collectives. It'll be a private link to a video that only you can see on YouTube that's pre-recorded. I've got amazing feedback from my current clients. That's on my community page. You can email me. It's in the channel description, or you can private message on Instagram or TikTok if you want to arrange that. Payment is by PayPal, or I can give you my bank details. But yeah, I need payment for my time because I'm a full-time high school teacher. I've got GCSE papers to mark tonight, as well as doing these completely free collective readings that are really detailed. They're basically extendeds that you get for free, and they should resonate. If you can't afford a personal reading, these should resonate anyway. Right, we've got someone showing up in the Aries reading as the Ten of Cups reversed. So this person likely has a family already. And I don't take any questions, but I can do a private reading. I can book you in for a private reading that is related to health. The Ten of Cups is about all the people that live in a household and whether they're contented, whether they're happy emotionally. Cups are full of water, and water represents emotions in tarot. You see that these people are embracing, so are their children. They're happy, their eyes are closed, they're full of love and trust, harmony, you know, devotion. When it's reversed, it means that there's the opposite of that. So there's a lack of trust, there's discontent, there's arguments. People are not happy within the household, and it's to do with the family. So there's definitely children involved for whoever you're dealing with, Aries. I don't take questions in these lives. When I get to 4,000 watch hours, I can start doing live Q&As, but they'll be called live Q&As, so you would know that. If it was like me taking questions, it would say that on the title. This is collective reading, so you just watch it and see if it resonates. You can book a private reading, they're £18. Email via the channel description, or direct message on Instagram or TikTok. It's tarot card readings, love readings for you and your person, how you're feeling, how they're feeling, and what the outcome will be for this week, the 3rd week of November. We're on the sign of Aries. 6 of Swords upright. See, this person's moving on, okay? They're leaving an unhappy family situation. Now, it doesn't mean that they're not taking children with them. I don't know what the problem was, but this is people who are packing up, everything's going into a bin, and they're looking to set sail for a new place, leaving problems behind, okay? So it looks like this person's moving on. They're not carrying any emotional baggage with them. That's absolutely fine. It's fine to ask. I'd rather people ask than just spam me with questions, because that's just rude. Okay, so the last card for them is the Death card upright. So it's the same really as this one. It's Scorpio energy. It's the major arcana for Scorpio. But both of these cards represent the closing out of a cycle or a chapter. So they could be leaving their partner. It doesn't mean they're not taking their children with them or they don't care about their children. Of course, people do. Okay, but sometimes continuing to live together feels false, or it's problematic, or it's even toxic. So you move out and you love your children regardless, but this is someone that's closing out a chapter to do with their ex, okay? If they were reversed, there'd be a lack of closure. There's not a lack of closure. We've got double confirmation with 2 different cards that mean the same thing, okay? It's done and dusted. Let's get 3 for the outcome. The 9 of Pentacles. So that makes sense because that is a single energy. This is someone who's single. When it's the 9 of Pentacles, it's someone who is very self-sufficient. They have enough money to pay for themselves. They don't need anyone else financially. They're doing very well for themselves, okay? So single cards or 9s, anything with a 9 on. Now, this could be you and a spouse that are separating, because the Queen of Swords reversed can be a divorce card, or this could be someone new coming in for you and you are showing up as a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Swords because you're someone who has a lot of responsibility in work or at home or both. You could have children yourself, but you are dealing or going to be dealing with someone who's closing out a chapter and they already have children for sure with that family card. We've got a single energy in the outcome. Let's get 2 more for the outcome. In the challenge position, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles, you see the picture has a woman that's trying to give equally and fairly to 2 different people. She has the scales in one hand, okay, and she's trying to give money to the 2 paupers, the 2 people that have their begging bowls out. She's trying to be fair. 6 isn't even. So 3 pentacles for one person, 3 pentacles for another. That's in the outcome. Someone's trying to be fair. They're trying to give equally to 2 different situations. So that could be a new person and, a spouse or someone they're separating from. Is it resonating? That's good. Look at all these pentacles and the outcome. We've got 3 cards that are pentacles. Okay, we've got the 9 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is growth and expansion into the future. This is very much earth energy, practical matters, paying the mortgage, paying the bills, settling legal fees for a divorce, or building a future with someone new. It seems like all of that's going on at the moment. It seems like we're doing it all, I feel like too hot. I'm going to change my dressing now because this is a fluffy one. And I'm burning up. I feel like, Aries, this is a past person. I feel like this because in their timeline, they're leaving and they're closing out a chapter. And at the same time, you're trying to avert disaster. And we've got this element of like divorce or separation. And then in the outcome, we've got this sense of being single, which I feel like might be them trying to give fairly to you if they're separating from you and towards a new person. It could be that this is someone new that's leaving a family and you're becoming single. Maybe you're divorcing someone. Maybe we can cut in a, because we can cause towers, unless the tower would be staying with someone toxic, but I feel that it's more, well, this person definitely leaving a family home and they're trying to, make sure that they pay what's owed, that they continue to honour their responsibilities and also give to someone new, build for their own future. I feel like it's them. In the outcomes, I feel like they've initiated it. I don't feel like you would show up as a 9 of Pentacles upright if this was something that you didn't want, and I feel like you don't want it. You don't want to get separated or divorced because the tower is reversed and you're trying to stop the tower. But they seem to be causing it. Does that make sense? Because if they weren't causing it, they would have the 6 of Swords reverse, like unfinished business, or they would have the Death card reverse, like unwilling to close out a cycle. There's an upright. This is someone who's hardworking, they're fair, they're responsible, they're trying to kind of honour their responsibilities and, take care of business, as you should when you've got dependents, What, the cards? The tarot cards. Tarot is where you interpret what's going on in your life, what's going on in the life of the person that you're interested in or dealing with. It's source, so it's people that have passed away or anyone that makes up source. Doesn't have to be relatives, but they indicate to me how someone's feeling or what may have happened. including things like lessons that are sent to us, like karmic cycles. So it's very much linked to Hinduism and other religions as well. Let the past go. Can we rewind time and go back to before we were both broken down by life? Our pasts hold us back from our future. See, that's what this person would say to you. Oh, do you know what, Amar? Like, you're asking me questions when you've got no intention of being open-minded. If it's haram, why did you come in here? I've lived in Muslim countries, okay, I'm open-minded. I've studied other religions. I know about the 5 pillars. I know about all kinds of religions, okay? I debate philosophy and ethics. I don't need someone coming in to cause trouble. I don't come into a mosque and kick the chairs over. I don't go into a temple or a church and kick the chairs over. Don't come in here and do that. You're looking for trouble. If it's not a part of your religion and you don't agree with it, don't come into the chat. End of story. Because you're not a peacekeeper, are you? You're a troublemaker. Let the past go. Can we rewind time and go back to before we were both broken down by life? Yeah, so I do feel like this is someone... Well, my sense is that this is someone who's currently separating from you. I suppose it could be someone that you've already known that made a family somewhere else and wants forgiveness and that's coming in. You'll know your individual situation and what resonates for you. I'm not a fly on the wall, okay? Let's get what they love about you, Aries. You inspire me so much. You are my muse. I mean, look, Aries, you're the emperor. You're very impressive. What you achieve, your attitude to life, you know, you're a fighter. You fight for what you want. You're ambitious. You're stoic. You never give up. It's that unrelenting fire part of you. You're a fire sign. It can be intimidating, you know. You've got a lot of self-belief, a lot of guts and gusto. This person's impressed by you. Whoever this is impressed by you. So what was the reason for separation? Let's get some clarification. Adrift, not willing to settle down or be responsible, time to commit and put down roots. So someone could have been flaky, negativity, flaky or immature, negativity, like a dark cloud above you, are depressed, extreme moods. Someone could have like found it really difficult to manage their own emotions. Quite temperamental. Trash. Throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. Someone feels like they were thrown out like trash. Fighting, trust issues, one-sided, detached. No one else compares to you. This person wants, they do, it seems like they really want to. They've got so much love and they really want to make it work. We were both broken down by life. Does it make sense to you guys? I and the Aries I'm dealing with both come from toxic relationships. Well, yeah, so there could be storylines that are separate but seem to have like a sort of mirroring situation. Someone's definitely coming out of something to engage with someone new, you know, and they intend to give fair to both past and present, like in terms of, you know, showing up in a practical way, financial way, being responsible. But this is increments of time, money and energy. It's not just money. Okay, so equal attention, equal time, equal energy. Let's get you some advice. We've had a fair few troublemakers coming in tonight, haven't we? Trying their luck. Throwing their weight around, shouting. Don't hesitate. You can trust that this person wants the best for you. Don't hesitate. I did not see this going this way, I'll be honest. Let's get a message from them. I feel so much love for you. Well, that's kind of beautiful. Oh my God, it's like on point, isn't it, Sarah? We've got gratitude. Okay, so your advice is to show gratitude. Slow change, okay? Don't try to run before you can walk with this. Let things develop at their own kind of natural pace. It's okay to feel feelings. So at times it's going to be stressful, at times it's going to be confusing, depressing, sometimes it's going to feel exhilarating, you know, like things are working out just the way you want them to, or it's coming good, or it's exciting, or, you know, it's going to be a mixture of emotions. But this seems to me like a snowflake, and, you know, in some parts, like it's unique, isn't it? Each snowflake is unique. We've got an infinity sign, we've got a love heart. It's okay to feel feelings. Oh, my new work bestie is messaging. That's cute because I didn't even get to see her today. She's looking after a different form to me. So we're on opposite lunches. I love it when you make a work bestie. I make so many friends as a grown-up, you know, like especially through work. When you're younger, it's just devastating, isn't it? Because you make friends in school, in like high school, and it's destroying. It's absolutely like you've lost a limb, you know, if they fall out with you or something. Or if you seem to grow apart, it's devastating. You think you'll never get over it, and then, I don't know, as you get older, like friendships are more transient, or you seem to connect with people more frequently, and there's just more change in your life, I think. So it's not, can be upsetting, but it's mostly like just not, because you don't see your friends for like weeks or months at a time. It's much more balanced. It's too intense in school. More advice for Aries. Honey. The sweetness of you swells and the grace of your pull, oh so beautifully lethal. Oh my god. That's crazy. This person can't resist you. This person cannot resist you, Aries. You know the third eye chakra depicted there? That's like your connection to the divine. Like, you know that you're supposed to be with this person. This is your person. It's intuitively just part of the story. It could be a proper soulmate, this person. I'm not answering individual questions in the chat, guys. They're collective readings. When I get to 4,000 watch hours, I'll start doing live question and answers, but they will just be question and answer sessions. They won't be added on to the collective, so they're totally separate. I can't pick up the cards. I can hear, there's so much rain in the UK. I can't believe how much it's raining. It's like, and it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. I need a Noah's Ark to get to and from work this week. It's crazy. Animal spirit. Personal choice. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace those qualities. There's a lot to do with. The advice is very much like, trust your gut. What's your body telling you to do? You know, if you're kind of like very anxious, waking yourself up, and you feel like you really can't trust this person, then you shouldn't. If, you know, you just lie awake thinking about this person in the morning, you feel totally rested, just exhilarated, you know that this person means a lot to you. There's something very, you know, high priestess, very intuitive, very Piscean about this. It's like you just know that this is your person. That's what I'm getting. It makes me think of like an eagle, because an eagle can see things from a long way away. They sort of soar through the sky, you know, they're not intimidated by anything. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. I don't know why people like write the things that they write in the chat. Let's just get rid of some silly people. Well, hopefully subtitles will be put on, but I can't slow down my speech. That's like a bit much to ask for. You just maybe need to listen to someone in your language, or I don't know, listen to someone that has a different accent to me. I'm not changing my accent. It's part of who I am. I know people do it to be polite, especially in like other cultures, but I don't like being called ma'am. I don't like it. Okay, let's get a soul truth. I think it's just a cultural thing, but I don't like ma'am. Ma'am. Ma'am, you're 60 years old, ma'am. My name's Jenny, if anyone wants to know. Am I focused on what I want most? One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. Today's soul action, what you focus on grows. Today, ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values, or do I need to make adjustments? Prioritize. I wasn't expecting that. Maybe that makes sense to you. Oh, hi, Maria. Right, can I pull anything else for you? Let's get a divine timing. Oh, what animal spirit is this person showing up as at the moment? They're showing up as wolf and panther. Oh my god, a lot of teeth. All teeth and fur. I mean, wolves are more silent, I think. Wolves are in packs and, you know, they hang back. They're very watchful. A panther, I think, is more terrifying because panthers are locked in. You know, they stalk their prey. They're more singular. They have a lot more muscle. Like your number's up when a panther's coming towards you. A wolf, maybe, I don't know, maybe they're more skittish, but a panther is not gonna leave you. I'd be more inclined, you know, to trust a wolf. The panther's just coming for you like it's done. Don't wolves come across as like so deep, where a panther's like more like surface level? It's like that's the soul part and that's like the base instincts. That's what it's like making me think of. When you look at cards like this, there's a lot of aggression, isn't there, on the surface level? I think someone could be quite easily triggered because it said they were struggling with their emotions. And there's this like quiet soul that's like inside, like deep within. When you watch like nature documentaries, when you see packs of wolves, they're sort of really distant, they're really together, and it's more defensive. With a panther, it's absolutely terrifying. It's very much on the attack. Let's see when you're going to hear from this person, Aries. September. Okay, so there could be significant communication, as in like meaningful, a turning point, really like coming together around September time. I don't know why that looks like an important month. Obviously, we're well into November now, so there's something about September next year that's going to be like a real turning point in terms of communication, coming together. Maybe things will be more settled then, because it looks like there's a lot going on here in the recent past. But it's all, you know, that outcome is really positive. They want to treat you fairly, you know, they're truly single, and there's growth and expansion in the future. It's a very hard-working person. Really, really nice. Hi, Tripwire. Hi, Mark. I know you're Maria, aren't you? Maria Q, sorry. Oh, the sadness. The sadness is hard. It's a heavy heart, isn't it, that heals? Really, really. I'm sorry if you're experiencing that at the moment. Believe me, I've been there. Time, you know, grin and bear it, new routines, go through the motions over time. Suddenly it'll start to get easier. But yeah, one foot in front of the other. Turn, yeah, because a lot. I hope this resonates. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost. Support the channel, hype the channel. If you feel called to, give a super chat or a super thanks, whatever. I think I'm eligible for super thanks, but I'm not really sure the difference between super thanks and super chat. I think with the super chat, your message gets highlighted to me and shown, you know, in like another colour at the top. And I think with super thanks, it's like, I think it's like a cool emoji or something. Memberships will be starting in a few weeks' time. They will include your health readings, so it'll be a Native American Indian medicine wheel, and it'll let you know how your physical health is, how your mental health is, how your emotional health is, and your connection to the divine. Very, very popular. I think culturally people just really like Native American stuff. But also it's quite nice to kind of not be obsessive over love readings all of the time. Sometimes you just want to focus on yourself, don't you? Also, there'll be monthly business, education and finance readings, my most popular spread. And how to read tarot series as well. I think I've put them at like £5 something a month. I don't want to pick anything like too high because I reckon people are willing to pay a subscription like Netflix, which is a few quid a month, you know, or YouTube Premium, a few quid a month. When you go more than that, it's like maybe people can't push to it, you know. I reckon there's most people that want to know how their finances are looking for the month ahead. It's the thing we're all worried about all the time, isn't it, money? Okay, so we're going on to Taurus. Tonight it's just Aries and Taurus, okay, because I've got papers to mark.